Hello, you pineapples. Just a little disclaimer. In this video, you will hear my fan, and it is very muffled into my microphone. I didn't realise how bad it was until I've actually gone through and edited the video, but I hope it's not too much of a nuisance for you guys throughout the video, etc. I hope you can still enjoy the content that I've actually managed to record. I will make sure this is not a problem going forward, but just for this one, please bear with me. And I hope you enjoy the video nonetheless. I'll catch you later, pineapples. Enjoy the video. Welcome back to another video, you juicy pineapples. Now, today's video, we're going to get straight into UFC 319. Now, main event, obviously, Dricus du Plessis versus Hamza Chimaev. And we're going to start on the main card. We're going to go to the main card from the bottom. So the first fight is Tim Elliott versus Kai Asakura. And this fight is quite exciting to me, to be honest. I feel like Tim Elliott is going to be one of those fighters that just continuously shows up no matter what. I mean, he's not there to get knocked out. He's not there. He's going to give it his all, basically. He's got that dog in him. And but Kai Asakura, I mean, it's a tough one. And you do want to go for the younger guy over the veteran in this situation, because the styles and it's kind of hard for, I don't know, Tim Elliott. I can see him being an absolute animal and getting a decision. I can see him all in it, but at the same time, I do have Kai Asakura winning. I don't want to say it, be ironic, but I do have him winning by knockout in round 2, or at least TKO. The other flip side of that, I do see Tim Elliott. Thing is, I can see him getting a knockout as well. I can. He's got absolute iron in those hands, and that's the last thing that leaves you is your power. It's a tough one. It's to start off. I think Kai Sakura will use his range and his length, and he would just be so tricky on the feet. Not so much a danger when it comes to the grappling. Now, I feel like Tim Elliott, that could be a method of victory there. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a mauling. Tim Elliott, definitely that's a method of victory. He's shooting an early takedown, controlling the fight over the course of 3 rounds, using the experience, holding the young up and coming down. But saying that, I mean, Kai Akura as a professional, I think he's got 26 fights. I think this will be his 27th. I think he's like 21-5. Tim Elliott, I think he's pushing 35 fights. I think 35. This might be his 36th, or yeah, I'm not too sure. But the experience is there for even Kai Asakura. I mean, yeah, the level of opponents ain't going to be as what it was with Tim Elliott. Tim Elliott's obviously been in there with like pretty much everyone that you can be. He's like one of the pioneers of the sport. He was there at the start, kind of thing. So it'll be a great fight. Like, nonetheless, it'll be a great fight, and this whole event, I'm just looking forward to in this like in general in itself. So yeah, looking forward to this one. I'm gonna go method of victory. I'm gonna go Kai Asakura by KO TKO round 2. I'm gonna lock that in for that one. Now, next fight, we have got Jared Cannonier versus Michael Venom Page. Now, this is stylistically a matchup that I love, because you've got Michael Venom Page, who's a very point fighter. He doesn't need no introduction. You know what you're going to get with Michael Venom Page. He's gonna look to stay at range. He's going to look to pick you off, and he's going to find his shots, and he'll pick you off, whether it's with the hands, with the legs. He'll maintain distance, whereas Jared Cannonier, he's been in there with the top of the division. He's been in there with the best of the best. So I feel like that level of experience is going to help him coming into this fight. However, I don't feel like he's going to be. I don't want to use the word hungry enough, because at the end of the day, he's still competing at a top level. So there's hunger there, and he's taking a fight with Michael Venom Page. There's hunger there. There's easier fights to take. Let's be honest. But I don't know, man. I don't know. It's at the middleweight division. Wait, is Michael going up for this fight? pretty sure he fought at welterweight with Kevin Holland. What I dreamt it. I don't know. Um, Jared Cannonier, he's an absolute brawler. I feel like when he shows up, he shows up. Like he can put on an absolute clinic, but also at the same time, he can be a punch bag if he wants to be in a weird way. Obviously, he doesn't ever want to be a punch bag, but he has those performances where he is a punch bag. It's hard because it's like a Khalil Roundtree moment. Like he's very up and down, up and down, up and down. Are we going to get the best version of Jared Cannonier? Jared Cannonier with 26 fights, experience, using them all. And same with Michael Venom Page, 26 fights apiece. They've both got 26 fights in their career. It's a hard one. I want to go with Jared Cannonier. I do want to go with him. Just because of the UFC experience. But Michael Venom Page has proved. For me, Kevin Holland's one of the most clinical strikers in the UFC roster, in my opinion. That's my opinion. I feel like he's clean, he's very accurate when he wants to be. And I feel like Michael Venom Page, I mean, let's look at the fight. He dominated Kevin Holland, let's be honest, in his own game. So I don't feel like the UFC stature is going to really affect Michael Venom Page. Like, whereas some fighters, like your Patricio Pitbull, etc., like it's different levels when you get to the UFC. Now, Michael Venom Page, I feel like he could have this one. I feel like he very much could. Now, he's got very underrated grappling. That's what I will say. A lot of people are going to say, well, the way to beat him is taking him down and just not letting him do what he wants to do, which, yeah, absolutely. If you've got somebody that's very, very heavy on their legs, that are at the same time very light, so like they're in, they're out, then there, but then they're not. When they're in, they're putting all that weight onto their front legs, onto their legs. They're putting all that weight down, so that's your opportunity there to either leg kick, which, I mean, who was it, Diego Lima or Douglas Lima, who exposed that, waited for him to bite in, come through, leg kick, boff, finished. Or you shoot the takedown. Or, to be fair, the takedown's just as easily grabbed when he's on the move, but at the same time, it's very awkward trying to get it because fighters like Michael Venom Page, who like fight sideways and like an Anderson Silva in a way, like they like to go sideways in a fight, so it's like very hard. This, like, the head's always moving. It's never still. It's never. But that does have its downfall. I mean, Michael Venom Page, yes, he moves his head a lot, but it does tend to stay upright. So like, if he managed to move a shot, he'll move, but like he'll keep his chin like in the same level. He won't like tuck it down like as if a boxer would like tuck the chin. He would just move it out of the way. But then how he fights is actually, it helps him because he's in and out of range. So like when he's out of range, that is the shot that's going to nearly clip him is the one that's you're throwing too close the distance. So you're not got a follow-up shot. So it's a tough one. Me personally, I'm going to lock in the prediction of Michael Venom Page. I'm going to get him done with a decision. And I hope so as well. I don't want him to be knocking guys out like Jared Cannonier because at the end of the day, you're here to prove a point. If you get decision wins over these pioneers and these absolute legends of UFC, you belong here. Simple as that. So I'm going to go Michael Venom Page by decision. But I do feel like it's going to be an absolute brutal fight. I feel like blood's going to be spilled. Yeah, that's that one locked in. Yeah. Now, the next bout, we go into the welterweight division with Jeff Neal and Carlos Prates. This one is a question mark for me. I don't have a method of victory for either fighter. And that might sound kind of boring, but it's just too hard for me. Every time I seem to count Jeff Neal out, he finds a way to prove me wrong. And Carlos Prates, I can't say that I've followed too much of his career, and I can't say he's had that much wow factor when it comes to for me when it comes to his fights. On, there's not really much there. Like he's a very well-rounded fighter. That's all I can say. Like he's very good at all aspects. His striking is above average. Like it's good. His grappling is good. Um, I don't know. I feel like whoever dictates the fight will win this fight. I feel like whoever maintains the pressure will win. So whoever's taking the front foot, I believe will win this fight. Um, it can go either way, literally either way. Um, I don't really know what to say. Really much more to say about this one because I could say always I can see somebody winning, but at the same time I don't believe it in myself. So I'm not going to try feed you something that I don't even really believe in myself. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave that one there. It's a big, it's a big question mark for me. I'm gonna dot that down there. Yeah, we'll move on to the next one. Now, the next one we've got a co-main with Lerone Murphy, whatever you want to, Lerone Murphy versus Aaron Pico. Now, this is a fun fight, a very fun fight. Aaron Pico's still very green, still very fresh, and he's actually still quite young, to be fair. I think he's probably coming in as the underdog, which rightfully so, because I'm pretty sure Murphy's 16-0, or was he 16-1? Don't know, but he's got a very good record. Aaron Pico, you know what you're getting. He's got very good striking. He's good grappling. He's good at distance maintaining, like maintaining distance. He's good at controlling fights. He's good at taking the front foot, taking the back foot. He's another all-rounded guy, and you can see why a guy like him done very well in Bellator. Lerone Murphy, though, I feel like he's different gravy in the featherweight division. I feel like he's too fast in featherweight for Aaron Pico. See, Aaron Pico comes in for me very ripped and very lean for the featherweight division. I wouldn't mind seeing Pico go into lightweight. I wouldn't mind. I feel like he'd be like a Michael Chandler in that division, but he does have very fast hands. But Lerone Murphy, I feel like in every aspect, bar the grappling, I don't know. Grappling's kind of, I haven't really seen too much of Lerone Murphy's grappling, so I can't really speak on that. But whereas his stand-up is very, very clean and very, very fast. It's a problem in the featherweight division. I'm just going to put it that way. I'm pretty sure he's a heavy favourite in this one as well. Yeah, I'm going to go Lerone Murphy. I don't see it going 5. I don't see it going 5. I do see a stoppage. But when? When do I see the stoppage? Will it go distance? Can it go distance? It can. It can't go distance, can it? If it can.
It can't go on like this, can it? It can.
Rough. This is rough. I thought I had a problem with Jeff Neal and Carlos Perez, but I've got a problem with this one now. Either way, I've got Lerone Murphy winning. I'm locking that in. I just don't know the method. I wish I could say like something like submission, but I haven't really seen the ground game too much. I probably should have done that before I done this video. Actually, I probably should have done a bit more research on him specifically. But no, because at the end of the day, if he was winning fights by dominant fashion on the ground and submissions, I would know. However, I know his stand-up is very, very clean. I know his leg kicks are strong, and I know they're very fast. I know his body kicks, they're snappy, the push kicks, and the body kicks, just the body kicks in general. The standard body kick and the snap kicks, the either push kicks or the teeps, they're very fast and they stab. They stab. And that's how I can see a 5-round fight. I can see him working the body. I can see working the body is going to be, I think, 1, 2, 3. Body and head, but mainly body. 4th. I see TKO. Yeah, I'm going to go with that. TKO round 4 for Lerone Murphy. And there's a rough entrance for Aaron Pico once again. But once again, though, I do see this being a good fight, and I definitely see it being a close fight as well. So I could be wrong. I could be wrong about all of these. I mean, it's happened before. Well, not all, but most. Yeah, I'm going to lock it in. Lerone Murphy, TKO round 4. Now, main event. Dricus du Plessis. Or Dricus. How does Sean Strickland say it? Dricus, that's it. Dricus du Plessis versus Khamzat Chimaev. Fanboys, get your stuff. Now, this is a reactor's dream. This is every fight fan's dream. You're all watching this. I know every single fight fan that's watching this is watching that, is watching this. I know for a fact, because if you're not, get gone. Now, how do I see this playing out? I see an absolute war. The reason why I like, should I refer him as Dricus or Dricus? Do it, Sean Strickland. The reason why I like Dricus is his bucket attitude when it comes to fighting. The strikes that he has haven't got much technicality in them, but he's got that fuck it mentality where he's just going to come at you and you're like, what the hell is this guy doing? Why is he coming up on me like this? Like, he's fucking mad. But there's nothing you can do because of the work rate. Now, the thing that actually gets me excited about this one is a lot of people are saying, well, Dricus is a very good grappler. Like, Khamzat doesn't really have a very great chance when it comes to the takedowns. Now, I've heard that from people, and I've heard that from reactors as well. I've seen Dricus get taken down by less grapplers than Khamzat Chimaev. I think we see it and new. Hands down. I think in this case, I'm saying hands up. We're seeing a new champion at the middleweight division. I don't think many of you who are watching this that are actual fight fans or know the UFC or know Khamzat Chimaev will disagree with me. Yes, he's been inactive, and Dricus has been very active. He's taken out some very good names. But am I surprised he done that to Izzy? No. Am I surprised he done it to Strickland? A little bit, but not a lot. Would I be shocked if he treats Khamzat the way he does the others? Absolutely. Do I see it happening? I could, but I won't. I think Khamzat's just got that sort of work rate, that kind of, with most fighters, I'm going to say with most fighters, it has you mesmerised before you're even hearing the first bell. I feel like Khamzat's won most of his fights before it's even gone down. Because of the fear, the mentality of, this guy's going to maul me, and rightfully so. Now, it falls back to Dricus. He's a nutter. He don't care. He would probably... He's that nuts, Dricus. Like, he's actually really funny as well, to be fair. He's that nuts. I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up turning around mid-fight and says, come on, come get me. Like, come take me down. I would not be surprised if something like that happens, because he is nuts. He is absolutely nuts. Sean Strickland says, I'm gonna come at you, I'm gonna beat you with, I'm gonna throw the house at you, pretty much. I'm gonna throw the kitchen sink at you. Dricus like, good. I'll eat it. I'll eat it just to tee off on you. And my God, he does it. But I think Khamzat's just a different level. He's a different sort of, I'm going to say wolf. He's an absolute different breed. I'm excited for this one. And I have been for a while, because Khamzat Chimaev, when it come lockdown, was one of my favourite fighters.
100% one of my favourite fighters. Just because of the excitement and the activity. What, he fought like 4 times within not even the space of a year. Like, he was mental. He was the one everybody was talking about in the MMA community. Like, Hamza. Even training partners, Hamza. Nuts, absolutely crazy. And to think this will only be his 15th fight as well. It'd be his, what, I want to say 9th in the UFC, maybe? I might be wrong there. Yeah. I'm saying, should I tell you what everyone's saying about this? What about Hamza knocking Dricus out cold? What about that for an outcome? Dricus to be out stone cold by Hamza. Now, I've been shocked by Hamza like that before. When he fought Gerald Meerschaert, I thought Gerald was going to absolutely... I was actually waiting for Hamza to take him down. I was like, go on, take him down. I bet he taps you out. I bet he does. This was before the hype was there. I thought, what is this newcomer taking on Gerald for? Like, that's a really bad fight to take. And then starches him. First hit, boff. Slept. I never, in whatever outcome, thought I was going to see that. Imagine we see it against Dricus. Imagine. Hamza absolutely sparks him. Everyone's like, oh, but he needs to take him down. Yeah, he does. But what if Dricus is waiting for that? He feints, bites on a feint. Now, whoa! Just out of nowhere, just see it. It can happen. The guy's got stand up. Everyone thinks he's a grappler. This guy can bang. This guy can really, really stand up and bang. I'm excited. Don't know whether you can tell. My lips still split and it's doing my head in because it's hurt. It's hurt. You'll hurt your hands, man. You'll hurt your hands. But no. UFC 319 in the middleweight division. And new. I'm going Hamzat Chimaev. I see him winning before the 5 rounds wrap. I see him. He might prove a point in taking 5 rounds, but I also want him to prove a point in getting done early, but not too early. I want him to like hurt a little bit. I want Dricus to feel the Hamzat wave. In that case, I'm going 3rd round TKO Hamzat. Official lock-in. Now, I could be nuts, but I'll tell you what. If Dricus wins against Hamzat, I will never, ever, ever count him out. I will never count him out of a fight again. Not only that, I'll give away one of you lot a £20 gift card for wherever you like, Amazon, whatever. That's how confident I am that Hamzat will get this done. So if you come across this video and you have Dricus winning, drop it in the comments, because for all of you that are saying that will think Dricus will win, and he does, I'll pick one of you. Or if there's multiple of you, I'll split it out and give a little something to all of you. So yeah, drop it in the comments who you've got winning. If it's Dricus, like I said, I'll bite my own bullet and I won't count him out of a fight again. But not only that, I'll do a giveaway to the guys or girls that pick Dricus to win. So I'm going to leave that there. But as always, thank you for coming across another video. But please do not forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Like this video, but subscribe to the channel, please. And I'll put it in a banner just here. But once again, thank you for coming across another video. And I'll catch you at the next one. Whoosh.